Akasan's Honest Reactions. Ayumi in the background. Just checking Facebook about some shit. You guys have been messaging me all damn day, so I finally decided to catch up on like 5 episodes of Gotham because there's something about the Joker, so or some whatever, something like that. And I want to, you guys, some people, I got people out there that actually test run some reaction stuff for me, and to let me know ahead of time. For example, if something happens on Walking Dead, they kind of give me hints without spoiling anything, just like, yeah, just record it, whatever. So that's why I'm able to catch it, so I don't miss anything. And they told me that these people that fill things out for me, my Red Dreaded Nation here, shout outs to the non-Batman topic community out there, off-topic community, forget what I'm saying. Main point is, they said I didn't have to watch the other Gotham episodes in order to watch this little sample clip, but I still wanted to be in the know. I wasn't too far back, and I actually like Gotham a lot. So, alright, let's edit it, and when that point shows up, we'll pop it up in 3, 2, 1, alright? Let's start the show.
No. A hatchet is a clumsy ploy. You wouldn't try it unless you were desperate. Which suggests you're protecting someone close. Someone you love.
This fantasia was conjured in your blinkered mind. If you could only see what I see.
Hi, Jerome. Please, take a seat. You know Mr. Cicero from the show?
Yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Cicero.
Good evening, Jerome.
You know why you're here?
Did you find out who killed my mother?
You killed your mother, Jerome.
Me?
You killed her up on that hill, and Mr. Cicero let you clean up in his trailer. He told you to scratch the Satanist stuff on the hatchet and throw it off the bridge.
Sure, that's absurd and offensive.
But it's the truth. What I don't know is why this man risked so much to help you. I think he's your father.
You don't know what you're talking about. My father was a sea captain.
Am I wrong, Mr. Cicero?
Yes. He was a sea captain. His name was Sven Carlson. He died at sea.
What was the name of his ship?
He worked on a lot of different ships.
The one he went down in.
She never said.
We can do a blood test to prove I'm right. Takes only half an hour to get a foolproof result. Isn't that right, Dr. Tompkins?
Yes.
Save yourself a needle.
I do hate needles. I'm sorry, Jerome.
What are you talking about?
He's right. I am your father.
You're not. Why would you say that?
You must have suspected the truth.
You're not my father. My mother would never...
Your mother was a cruel woman. She was often unkind to me. But she did once love me in her way. And she loved you very much. That's why she gave you a better father.
My mother was a cold-hearted whore who never loved anyone. And she never touched a pathetic old creep like you.
All these years, do you think I was kind to you because I'm such a good man? If I wasn't your father, would I help you as I have after what you did?
My father. Well, I'll be damned. Oh, it's very funny.
Boom.
Looks like the bitch got me with a zinger in the end.
Why did you kill your mother, Jerome?
Oh, you know how mothers are. She just kept pushing. And I'm like, fine, Mom. Be a whore. Be a drunken whore, even. But don't be a nagging, drunken whore. You know? Don't come yell at me to do the dishes if you've been banging a clown. The next one! You know.
Okay, I think that was the main clip you guys wanted me to see it. Let me stop the episode real quick. Just think about that. If I brush apart, that's a hard one. So, it's hard. I think it's hard because I'm such a fan of the Batman mythos and such. So, and obviously Joker being the number one villain of the Batman world, you're gonna analyze it a lot. So, all right. And I was actually listening to what he was saying. The manner. Okay, let me put it this way. The mannerisms were pretty cool. What we were seeing, yeah, that was cool. That was cool to see that. The laughing was nice. Yeah. But then actually listening to what he was saying, that part was the part that kind of was bothering me just a bit. Like, okay, what? Okay, so if we look at it like a canon type of, if this is supposed to be canon, which is, it's not really. I don't know. The Joker should have never actually have an origin. So, you know, that's the part that kind of bothered me a bit. So I don't know what that. I don't know exactly what that was, but I did like kind of. It was a mix of the two, of like the Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger. It's a kind of like its own spin on things. You know, that itself was all right. Personally, I probably wouldn't have done it if I were the showrunners. I wouldn't have done this type of Joker or whatever, or even this direct to have kind of Joker in it. I wouldn't have done it like this. I kind of like the way they were just hinting, like just little things, because I've always felt, especially if you've been reading Scott Snyder's run recently with Joker, about the I don't know exactly how you would call it, Lazarus Joker, kind of Lazarus Joker, or the smiling man, the laughing man, or whatever. I guess in short, if you haven't read it by now, spoilers. In short, basically Joker has a more pure form of the Lazarus pit, like some sort of like evolutionary meteor came to Earth for a long time ago, and he was one of those people, just like that one dude. I forgot his name. That can live for a long time, but not Ra's al Ghul, the other one. Anyways, so I've always felt like with this particular show, Gotham, what's so good about this show is the actual good part about it is actually not the Batman part. The only thing that actually keeps this show interesting is the cops versus the mob, basically. That's all. It's kind of this, it reminds me of just why, one of the reasons why The Dark Knight was so good, because even if you take out Batman and Joker, if you take them out of that movie, you still have a damn good story about Jim Gordon and Harvey Dent trying to fight the mob. That's the reason why I've been enjoying Gotham for so long. So in the last couple, a lot of these episodes, I like what they're doing with Fish, Gordon, and how I don't like how they're pairing him up with Leslie Tompkins right now, but I don't like when they soften. It reminds me of when they started to soften up Arrow, Oliver Queen and such with Felicity. I really don't like this point. So I liked when Jim Garden came in like Vic Mackey and shit. Anyways, the point I was gonna say was and they hint about this with Gotham a lot with the TV show. Like there's a darker force at work. I think it's the Court of Owls personally, because they keep on talking about these like shadow people that are even hired in these mob bosses, even hired in Falcone. I think Falcone has mentioned it a few times. Like there's people in play that are much more darker than what's been going on. And I really think it's the Court of Owls. I want it to be the Court of Owls because that would be really good. But Gotham itself has just been sick, disgusting, and cursed from the beginning. And I always felt like Joker as well was part of that. He was part of that system, especially if you've been reading Scott Snyder's run with Joker. So, in-game, by the way, check it out. So I wouldn't have done this. I can't say I was actually a big fan of them going this route. Yeah. Let me watch it one more time real quick, now that I said my piece. Let's see.
When he went down.
Never said.
We can do a blood test to prove I'm right. Takes only half an hour to get a foolproof result. Isn't that right, Dr. Tompkins?
Yes.
Save yourself a needle.
I do hate needles.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. This is fake Ian McKellen looking motherfucker.
She did once love me in her way. And she loved you very
This fool, he
much.
seriously looked like he's about to move like a chess piece or something. He looked like the same. Alright, here we go. Some goddamn X-Men hat and shit. I like that look. That was cool.
My mother was a cold-hearted whore who never loved anyone. And she never touched a pathetic old creep like you.
All these years, do you think I was kind to you because I'm such a good man? If I wasn't your father, would I help you as I have after what you did?
My father. Well, I'll be damned. Oh, it's very funny. Boom-sh. Looks like the bitch got me with a zinger in the end.
Why did you kill your mother, Jerome?
Oh, you know how mothers are. She just kept pushing. And I'm like, fine, Mom. Be a whore. Be a drunken whore, even. But don't be a nagging, drunken whore. You know? Don't come yell at me to do the dishes if you've been banging a clown. The next one!
That last line, I don't know about that. Alright. Yeah, okay, it's better watching it the second time around. Great performance, but I don't know if they should have thrown it into this TV show. Almost felt like a desperate move. Like, I almost feel like by the end of the season, we're gonna see some like future foretelling of Batman in a suit or some shit, or Bruce Wayne is gonna run into some dude wearing a kind of Batman costume or whatever to really strike inspiration. Something like that. I don't know. I even felt like a few episodes ago, or the last episode when Bruce was on a hiking trip, I thought he was gonna get attacked by bats or something. But because that would have been so obvious. Okay, it was better the second time around, but I still wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had them. I wouldn't have put that in there. Especially that last line. Alright, guys, until the Batman vs. Superman trailer comes out, I shall keep my reactions honest, and I'm gonna go bang a clown in the next door. Dude, that wasn't that hard.